We're joined by senior coach Zane Littlejohn after Saturday's tough result down in Frankston. We've had a pretty good start to the season tonight. It was one to forget for us, however. How do you unpack it all? Where do you think the game was won and lost?
Yeah, I don't think we'll forget it because we need to review it. And look, we were beaten by a team that were hungrier and tougher tonight in the contest and ultimately didn't allow us to play the way we wanted to play. And I've mentioned this a number of times before. We're going to play every game you play. The opposition are trying to stop you from doing what you do well. And ultimately try and harness what they do really well. And I thought Richmond tonight did that, and as I mentioned, took away how we wanted to play the game, which I thought in the second half, well, especially in the first half, second half we were able to find our way a bit more and we're tougher. And ultimately when we're tougher in the contest, it allows us to do what we want to do.
You mentioned first half and second half. There was a response in the second half. The boys were able to draw to within a kick in the last quarter. What was it that turned it our way? Was it simply toughness? Was it a little bit of ball movement? Was it a little bit of...
Yeah, it's a bit of everything really. It was around the contest. I think we started to get, we got on top around contested ball, especially post clearance. And then in front of the ball, we were able to win a few more contests, critical contests, which was important. So we were able to get territory. Even in the first half, we were getting territory, winning clearance, but we weren't able to maintain that territory. And then ultimately in the last quarter, we kicked 2 goals 7. One shot that doesn't score as well. So, 10 scoring shots, and we don't ultimately get the reward that we probably deserved in that period. And they go the other end and kick a goal straight away, and then kick 3 straight, and that's the game. They deserved to win the game, and we didn't tonight. And we'll review really heavily and educate, because it's tough to win in this competition. There's 21 teams, as we know, and to be really consistent and play at a high standard every week is tough. And we learned a great lesson about that tonight.
There was a really good chat in the rooms post-game. You don't have to go into it as such, but it was really honest, really forthright. What do you hope is the takeaway from the group out of that?
Yeah, it's probably just more around that you can't be off by 1% or 10%, probably 20% like we were tonight, and expect to perform really well. Great lessons for all our players around preparation. Yes, a night game. We've played night footy before. We played round 1 under lights. So that's not an excuse, but it is really important to reflect and learn, and part of any good high performance environment is how you reflect. So now we'll review really hard, as I've mentioned, and ultimately we hopefully see a really strong response next week.
And the next week, a really good opportunity to bounce back, a great test, Werribee, obviously defending or reigning premiers. How do you see the week ahead? And then obviously looking forward to them.
Yeah, great test. A great test of going over the Avalon Airport Oval. It's obviously a huge test as well. So haven't played them there since the qualifying final in 2023. And they got hold of us there. So yeah, it'll be a great test, and we'll take some great learnings from this. And they had a great win, obviously today over there, and they're going to be tough to beat. So we're going to have to be our absolute best. We can't come with the same method and expectation of what we had tonight and expect to be in the game. We've got to start well, and we've got to be prepared to play our style of footy for longer periods of time, especially from the start, and understand, as I mentioned, opposition are going to take it away from us. So when they do that, well, how do we wrestle the momentum back and get it looking back our way? We've got a few strings we can pull, but ultimately it's the players wanting to buy in to do that.
Very well said, Zane. Thanks so much for your time. We'll do it all again next week.
Thanks, Budge.